Hello viewers, and welcome back to Endless Legend. Alright, look at this. Look at this thing that I noticed while I was loading up the game. Look at all these necrophages. Necrodrones. What do we got? This looks like a settler. Where's this settler going? I don't know. It's just a lot of enemy units suspiciously on my borders, man. What are we going to do about this? All we got is these Dakari Rangers. Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do about this. First of all, hold on a moment. I just realized I can do something. Oh, we have enough dye to... Yeah, let's go ahead and pop our dye booster. I don't think there's any particular reason to hold on to it. We do have a pacified Kazanji village, so we can go ahead and assimilate the Kazanji right now. And while it doesn't serve a huge purpose, it will let us get on with our faction quest, so it's something we should probably do. Secondly, let's give our heroes some love, shall we? So this would cost 6 titanium. This would be 29 attack and 24 damage for 6 titanium. This is 36 attack and 18 damage, but also plus 60% attack, plus 30% damage, and a little bit of what do you call it? Initiative as well. So I think that's it's a no-brainer. These shields are extremely similar. Plus 6%, or plus 6 defense, plus 10% defense, or plus 6%, plus 10% health. I think we're going to give him the glass steel shield, partially because it's better to take less damage than it is to take more damage and just be able to soak it, and partially because I think we're going to be dipping pretty hard into our titanium 2 armor archers. So, alright, so let's talk about upgrading units. We're about to have to fight some demons. We may have to fight some necrophages. We want to be in a good place to do that. So the first thing I'm going to do, and I'll show you why I'm going to do this in a moment, is I'm going to create a new version of our ranger called a basic ranger. And just leave that in the thing. I want to be able to create... what the heck? Let's do it with this guy too. Basic demon. Alright, I want to be able to create unupgraded units if I have to, because what we're going to do here is upgrade our rangers. So we have 20 titanium and 22 glass steel available. We have 4 rangers that we'd like to update. Plus 29 attack, plus 24 damage, or 27 attack and 18 damage, but it only takes 1 hand. You can see that this unit has very poor defense in the first place. If we equip this longbow, their defense goes down to 14. Attack 71, damage 46. So their damage falls by 6 and their attack falls by 2, but they get to keep a shield slot open. Even if we didn't equip them with a special shield, I think this still might be better. But we do have the resources to give them... Man, it's not a very big difference, is it? This is 27 attack and 18 damage. This is 18 attack and 10 damage, but a bunch of initiative. I think that this is what we're going to do for now. We're just going to give them really nice crossbows. So, I have now upgraded the Dakari Ranger unit. It is now called Dakari Ranger 2, and I have the option of taking all of the existing Dakari Rangers and retrofitting them, which I will do. Alright. So now all of them have that upgraded attack and damage. The reason I went and created basic versions is, you see, Dakari Ranger 1 does not appear in our does not appear in our available constructions. You can only create the most current version of a unit in your employ. So I created a basic ranger so that I would be able to, if I had to, because of some kind of resource crunch, create rangers without the titanium bows that could later be upgraded to have titanium bows. It may sound like a thing you would never need to do, but I have in fact had to do it in the past, so I just ever since then I always take that precaution. Alright, I think we're going to end the turn. I'm very nervous about what's going to happen. And we definitely need to get some military units that can stand and take a hit. It's going to be very important for us. Somebody has entered the third era, and we have completed this quest. So, the Visions of Glory. Integrating the new allies is awkward, no matter how it is done, but in your gut you know it is necessary. There are always those who bluntly refuse to accept reality. Achak and his followers are twisting their words in philosophical knots, trying to find some explanation for the things the patrols have discovered. The facts are clear. We are not alone, and we were not the first. One day their disagreements could turn violent. Truth-seeker Genoa is not the only one who warns you of this. From these other peoples you have heard other tales and new histories. Many of these myths and legends contain seeds of a similar story, a story that ends in tragedy. The farther you go and the farther you study, the grimmer and more perplexing the truth becomes. Though echoes of great secrets and great engineers and architects pique your interest, particularly a thing called Zaltana, of which you must learn more. However, you must start by securing your own region. Other peoples must be brought into your empire, and their stories and tales must be added to your knowledge. Survival will go not just to the mightiest armies, but to the wisest leaders. Okay, so we can get the ability to make Tier 3 titanium and glass steel armor, better than anything we could research. If we search the temple ruins with 2 ranged units and 4 units from minor factions. Okay. We're going to have to do a little work to put that together, but that can totally happen. Also, a regional army. You can see from the pink coloration here that the Forgotten are at fault. Alright. We're closing our borders to that asshole. I suppose it's possible that he's doing that from... as you can see, almost any kind of diplomatic action costs influence. So this is the other primary use of the influence resource, aside from empire plans. We do have an empire plan up this turn as well. Hold on, before we spend influence telling this guy where to stick it, let's make sure that we're on top of this. We're alright on dust for now. I think we're going to fall back on that. That leaves us with only 28 influence, which is not enough to close our borders to him. But we'll have enough next turn. In the meantime, let's here, let me turn the hexes back on. I just like the hexes. Bestow 10 gold and 10 blood crystal upon this unhappy Kazanji tribe. Blood crystal is a resource that you can't even see until you're in the 3rd technological age. Sorry, that's not what I meant to click, but while I'm here, you can see our trade routes are starting to yield fruit. The trade routes just between our 2 cities are already producing us a reasonable amount of dust and research. Let's see, though. How far off are we? We are a ways off. Somebody is way ahead of us technologically, like really way a lot, very far ahead. Honestly, that's not that hard to believe, given how little population we have. And it's not that our cities are small, it's just that we have so few of them. That really does have to get fixed. Well, we could bribe this village. We cannot bribe this village. In the near future, we could bribe this village, and we could try to get yet another quest from the other Kazanji village. That may be our plan. I'm not happy about how this is going, though. We're not really doing very well. So... you can see we can build the daemons now. I didn't actually upgrade... well, hold on, let's, what temple ruins are these? Okay, right here. So we could send 2 of our upgraded Dakari Rangers along with 4 daemons that we pump out real fast to fulfill that. So we're going to go ahead and build 4 daemons. I definitely want to be able to do that. Yeah, this is bad. His big army of dudes has been joined by a hero. We got problems. We got trouble. Shoot. I think I'm gonna stay put with that guy. I'm gonna try to buy off the Kazanji on this next turn. Alright, let's turn tile yields back on and figure out how we want to construct this city. What is the triangle here? Or are we indeed going to try to snake it? Yeah, building up into that forest does seem pretty alright. Okay. We'll build here, and then we'll build these 2. That'll upgrade this district, and it'll give me some time to think about whether I want to push the stake forward, or whether I want to build here and just cap the triangle. Alright, just stay put. We'll buy off this Kazanji village, and then we'll try to get a quest from the other one that's favorable, and if not, we'll just destroy the other one. And we'll also expel these assholes from our town. Alright, the demons want to fight. I am ready to fight. But first, let us choose a new research. Meritocratic promotion will allow us to build the 6-unit strong army. The Tene Walker is also important. I think we're going to do it this way. We'll get the walkers after we get meritocratic promotion. Okay. Our archers have a range of 4. So let's put them in forests in position to take advantage of that range. Alright. Okay. I put everybody in positions such that they would be able to reach this guy without moving while standing in forest. And everybody was like, yeah, but we should attack the other one, right? Alright, here we go. This should be good. We should get some reasonable damage off here. Yep, in fact, we're able to bring him down without him even getting to move. Yeah, he's dead before. So you can see the difference that even... remember, this is the lowest tier of strategic resources that these weapons are made out of. And you see the difference between how this fight went and how the last fight against 2 daemons went. Man, given that, do I even want to pay these guys off? Maybe I just defeat them. If I had attacked this village while that army of 2 daemons was still up, I probably would have had to deal with the 2 daemons as reinforcement, meaning that I would have been fighting 5 of them. As it is, I can just fight the 3 of these, and maybe that's the better play. Also, look. Bad guys. Well, it seems like the pink dudes have backed off of the pillage, so we no longer need to expend influence closing our border to them. It's a lot of dust, man. Yeah, what the hell? Let's do it. Let's fight them. We can rely on the city's militia to hold them back a little bit. Alright, so, again, We want to stand in positions where we can take advantage of our range. Oh wait, that tile has a reinforcement flag on it. We definitely don't want to be caught standing there. Okay. And everybody wants to attack the furthest one. How about we attack the one that's close? This one that will probably deal damage to us if we don't attack it. Or if we don't kill it, rather. I'll never understand the game's initial targeting logic. It seems to be really arbitrary. I thought for a while that it preferred to attack the enemy who was going first as a way of denying turns, but it turns out not to be the case. Wow, well, I mean, good shot, but also, why that one? Alright. We are going to take a hit here from the other Daemon. I could have run, but I don't think I could have made it so that he couldn't hit any of us. Yep, and as you can see, we haven't actually upgraded their defensive capabilities, basically at all, so we still get hit pretty hard. If we get access to these, yes, I have indeed failed to complete that quest. Well, now we can buy off the third village if we want to. We still haven't explored this ruin yet either. I keep having other things to do. Oh good. Winter has fallen while our primary army is far from our main city. So you can see here some additional health regen problems. New quest added. The assimilation of the Kazanji has brought great things to them, but now the race feels they are in danger of losing their identity. They ask you to help bring together many Kazanji in one place so they may revive an ancient custom, the ceremony of the Holy Fire. Huh. Create a full garrison of Kazanji units in your city of Mandara. Well, what a coincidence. We're like 90% of the way to doing that. And also, oh! That is a minor faction that's doing that, I think. Well, let's rebuild this. Hold on a second. I am not sure if the minor faction will continue to count as... this would be 222. I'm not sure if the minor faction will continue to count as assimilated if we lose the only pacified village to a pillager. I honestly don't know how that's going to be counted. And I don't want to fail that quest because of some asshole. Well, we cannot actually generate enough industry to get that guy to be completed in the next turn. Alright, well, I guess we'll just do this. And we'll see what happens. I'm going to turn off tile yields again for a while. Since we will not be using that information for a bit. Alright. Let's see what these guys want. We're going to try the happy quest time thing one more time. Build a watchtower in Costrian to get 160 dust and pacification. Okay. That is totally doable. Watchtowers can only be constructed in these areas where there are watchtower bases. But they provide both vision and some actual tactical benefits once you have the technology necessary to upgrade them. Cannot afford... That's a lot of dust. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen here. But I feel comfortable heading back now. We got this under control. We will definitely get that watchtower constructed. In fact, we're going to set it up like this. My primary concern with doing construction of the Kazanji village right away is that I don't want to lose the tribe to pillaging when I could complete that quest. So we'll just Man. Sometimes you get these random little events. Believing that Auriga anomalies are signs of the god's blessings. A new cult generates influence from anomalies, so we're getting a lot of free influence, I think. Alright, our research is ongoing. Stuff is happening. Everything's cool. Okay, we did the thing. Kazanji bring you a gift of dust as thanks. Keep Mandara's garrison full of Kazanji units for 7 turns to receive the effect of a Titan Bones booster, which is plus 50% industry in all your cities for 5 turns. I am pretty happy about that. In addition, the third builder here has been in town long enough to gain a level. We want to get Arboreal Dust Dowser. Plus 1 dust on terrain with forests is really a good match for the way we've been building our cities. So that's what we're building toward. We don't have enough dye. Our booster has run out. We don't have enough dye to reactivate it. Yep. That happened. Alright, and we can now have those bigger armies, which will be very helpful. I came over here in the hopes of catching the people who had pillaged this, but no such luck, apparently. Well, that's annoying. Alright, Mandara, make some interesting things. We can continue to create boroughs to keep leveling up our existing districts. The next legendary building, unfortunately, requires resources that we are not able to see until we join the leading player in the next technological age. I think, though, given the size and kind of awkward shape of our empire, that building watchtowers actually is going to be very beneficial to us. We need eyes. It's just free vision. There's no reason not to get it, right? And there's nothing else terribly compelling that Mandara could be building right now. I do want to see what are the costs of heroes right now. So high 300s, low 400s. We'll be able to hire another hero to serve as governor shortly here. Where do we want Moss to end up? What would be the best? Man, look at how much faster travel is along these roads. Alright, we're going to have to give up on catching the pillagers. We are going to check this ruin out. That's happening. Apparently some more Kazanji respawned. So those also have to get dealt with. Yep. And we have a diplomatic... Blue has closed their borders. Okay, fine. These demons want to fight. That'll be easy. Let's just make sure we're shooting them from maximum range. That's actually not maximum range, is it? You have to be in front, though. Does this still count as forest? Probably. Everybody wants to attack the least relevant enemy because we hate winning or strategy or something. You know, it's a good thing I'm here. My people are woefully, desperately incompetent. Alright. Another easy battle. Man, Moss is really doing some decent damage. Alright, it doesn't matter how tough you are if the enemy can never touch you. Nothing. Well, nothing but XP, right? Certainly not the end of the world. Okay, I just didn't dismiss this. Okay, in 3 turns, we'll have pacified the final Kazanji village while also doing something that we really wanted to do anyway. Let's have a look at our supply of heroes. Why are you more expensive than everybody else? Do you rule? You are... okay, Science Boost 2 is fine. We really need another governor. So let's, all army stuff. Science boost 1. Slavery. Slavery is a bonus for pacified villages in the region. Yeah, not terribly relevant. Science boost 1. Influence boost 1. Science boost 2. Man, is she actually the best governor? By a mile? All these are pretty lackluster. Where's all the food and industry boosters? Alright, you know what? We're gonna hold out for the High Inquisitor. What is her faction stuff? Just bonus science, bonus science. You know, we definitely are behind on science. Yeah, she's our target. We're just gonna hold out another turn and buy her. Let's continue to get vision. So you can see over here how much vision we're talking about. It is quite a lot. Nothing particularly fascinating to do. I guess we just head back down toward the cities. We need our army to be prepared in case one of our many sword-rattling neighbors decides to finally go off. And welcome to the team, High Inquisitor Asala Arca. Our capital has been without a governor for too long. Oh, and she came with a level even. Let's get some free science. So that's plus 8 science. Hold on. Plus 8 science, and she's level 2, so plus another 16 science on top of that. She increased our Empire science output by 24. When it was only a little over 100, so really quite a significant increase. I'm very happy about that. Don't underestimate the power of having governors. Alright. A couple of slow turns here. Yeah, we'll deal with that. So, big food stockpiles. Actually, we're behind on science, right? Let's get the new science building. It costs titanium, but we're certainly not at a loss for that. Pink also closes their borders. It's not that I'm nervous. It's just that, you know, if everybody attacks us all at the same time, we're going to die. You know, that's all I'm thinking. Let's design some improved Tene walkers. I'm going to do the same thing I did with the other units. I am going to make a basic walker that we can build in case of emergency. And then we're going to edit these guys and give them better weapons. So right now, what are they good at? They're good at having 180 health. They have sweep strike back, which causes them to, when they get attacked, their counterattack does damage to all adjacent enemies. Or, sorry, not all adjacent enemies. Enemies that are adjacent to both this unit and the attacker, so it hits the spaces next to the enemy. This would give them ranged slayer, as well as quite a bit of extra damage. While the one-handed versions of the weapons would keep them on. Are they? Yeah, they're getting sweep strike back from their weapons. So if we give them the ranged hunting weapons, they'll lose it. Well, I think we want them to be defensive, and I don't think we particularly need them to be fast. So let's do this, and then start construction of a couple of those. Wow. We're very good at building things in this town. And honestly, we're not really hurting for population at the moment. The question is, what do I want a lot of? Let's try to catch up on science. Let's push hard for science. Alright, the watchtower on the... influence on anomalies returns to normal. With its charismatic leader discredited, the religion providing influence from anomalies withers and fades. That's fine. Alright, pacification. Big bunch of extra dust. That's nice. Your actions indicate that you are a leader that can be trusted. Relations with the Kazanji tribe. The villages have been pacified. Sure. The one village that wasn't pacified is now pacified. Mosi will give 12 attack to all units in his army. Mosi. We're Moss. We're calling him Moss. I forgot. I'm sorry, guys. We are going to merge these two walkers into Moss's army. Do I need to have... Let's make 2 more demons, because I'm not sure whether I need to have the garrison completely full or not. It expanded when we completed that logistics research. Alright, what is this in our territory? What is this over here? This is green, guys. Okay, so here's the thing. And this is the thing, you understand. I'm going to queue up the ability to travel on water. We're going to lose the game if we're confined to 2 regions. That's just going to happen. In addition, we appear to be the only players adjacent to the necrophage. There is a purple player in the game that we have not met yet, and he might be on the other side of these necrophages. But also he might be on this side of the continent. We have no idea what's over here. So my thinking is that the best chance we stand for survival is to kill the necrophages right now, because we may very well be the only person adjacent to them, and thus their only natural target, and also we really need their region if we want to survive. This is what I think. But that can wait until after we do this next step of our faction quest. So I'm going to end the turn like this, with the garrison full of just Kazanji. Okay. Kostrian needs some new buildings. I don't know what this guy's plan is. I guess he's going to investigate the pinks to gather information. I don't know. Notice that without our help, they have not been able to pacify the Dorgeshi, and so they're probably getting harassed pretty badly. We may have done ourselves a disservice by pacifying all those guys in regions that we did not yet control. So, an army led by a Wildwalker's hero with at least 2 ranged units and at least 4 minor faction units. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take 4 of these demons, make a new army. We're going to take these 4 units and remove them from this army. Okay, so now this army fits the quest conditions. Let's see what's up. Make sure there are no enemy armies in your region called Mandara in 5 turns to gain Survival Instinct. +2 movement when starting a turn with an enemy army in vision range. Okay. I like that. You have learned at least this. Auriga is dangerous. Develop your military by selecting a hero and building a worthy army. Use it to explore and secure your capital region. Alright. Now we're going to get these demons back to the garrison. We're going to remerge our army. There we go. So we need to make sure that this guy's not in our region in 5 turns. I am willing to kill him. Absolutely, I'm willing to kill him. And Kostrian needs to keep building stuff. It also needs to... actually, it has 10 citizens now. By the way, 10 is the magic number for the triangle. That's how many citizens you need to build the magic triangle. But we're gonna get this alchemy workshop out first. Actually, let's make sure that our capital is also building that. And we have access to really sweet armor now. Let's see here. Our research queue is empty. We could gain a minor faction assimilation slot, but at the moment, all that would do is let us assimilate the Sisters of Mercy, who are not even compelling. We can get approval buildings. We're having no approval problems due to our inability to expand. There's no reason to do armor research anymore since we got free armor research. This is influence. This is food. This is food just from rivers, which is fine, but it's not incredible. I think we're going to do this. We're going to unlock the rest of the marketplace. I would like to have the ability to buy and sell exotics. Could be important. Be the first to have at least 30 units at the same time. Okay, well, we have a lot of units, but it says there that our rank is 5 of 6 on that quest, so everybody is ahead of us, basically. Be the first to produce an amount of 4,000 dust by the end of the turn. We are doing okay on dust output. Wait, it says to produce an amount of 4,000 dust, but the number under our progression is our current. Does it actually mean to have 4,000 dust all at once? 80 free palladium would certainly be useful. Well. Random roaming army. This aggression will not stand. Oh, hold on. Before we go attacking anybody. Okay, no, it wasn't Moss who leveled up. It was you. So we can get bonus science on exploited terrain with anomalies. That's less science than we would get from just pushing Renaissance Thinker, but it does also unlock access to extra attack damage and big percentage bonuses to science. Okay, yeah, let's take this so that we can get Firestarter. Alright, let's see here. We do have to hit our Empire plan as well. We have a ton of influence now. I think we're going to take plus 30 attack on units. We're definitely going to take this. Do I also want... Man. Why do we have so much influence? I'll tell you why. Upgraded districts produce a ton of influence. It's cheaper to make buildings with this. Alright, we're doing that. We're going to spend a ton. We're going real hard. And let's kill this wandering army. Bunch of level 2 rumblers. This should not be a problem. Oh, we even have a helpful cliff. So, the rumblers will have to walk around the cliff to get to us, or they'll have to come right up through here. And coming right up through here obviously will not be viable. We will not allow that to be viable. Alright. Actually, I should have just moved. I don't know why I waited. You go defense mode. You stand right here and go defense mode. And everybody else just opens fire on the closest rumbler. I don't know why you would think we want to target the furthest rumbler. Obviously, target the closest rumbler. Alright, so it should be pretty easy for us to get this kill. Yeah. Our hero is being an idiot and has run forward. Fortunately, the enemies are stymied by the presence of forests. Annoying. But whatever, our melee units probably won't end up actually involved in combat even. Our hero might get his face punched due to his stupidity. Nope, the Rumbler is even stupider, and we have, again, completed battle without even getting attacked. This is what happens when you have upgraded ranged weapons. And, you know, a massively numerically superior force. I guess that helps. Alright, we should see a Pretty sharp spike in our science output over the next couple of turns. Plus 15, plus 20%. It really is a lot. Okay, and we've gotten our Titan Bones booster. The holy fire burns bright, anointing the Kazanji with its warmth and energy. Their faith is renewed. Moved by your commitment to their culture, they expend sacred Titan Bone relics to give your empire a boost. So, those are a relatively new addition. I think most of the minor factions now have a quest you can get while they're assimilated that like gives you a little bit more insight into their culture and rewards you for doing things for them. I think those are really neat. It's nice that the minor factions have this much personality, I think. Alright, we're just going to wait. The way the roads worked out, actually, it's very easy to reach everywhere in our empire pretty quickly. We just have to have no enemy units in Mandara, right? Okay. We are going to head up this way, though, because this is a lot of Forgotten. And also there's something over here. Are the Forgotten going to war with Green? Is that what's happening? I think that may be what's happening. Alright, well, we have 1 million people. And we're just going to keep upgrading our burrows, I guess. There's also a watchtower base that's not used yet. Sure. That seems worth doing. And we have reached the Age of Enlightenment. Okay. There's a lot of enemy armies all up in our shit. And what do you want? You want to warn me. Pitying. Higher global score, higher number of cities. Yeah, I mean, that's a real problem. You've definitely... Okay, so this is unfortunate. This is something I was afraid of. We only have one of the 2 new resources in our regions. That's really not good for us. We have lots of grass silk available. What does grass silk actually do? Grass silk is double dust from trade routes. Okay, that's not terrible. You know what? I think it may be time to build a second army. You'll notice we can't build military units in the city. That's because of the completely full garrison. When a military unit is created, it goes into your garrison. What we're going to do is take that massive group of demons and have them be Costrian's garrison instead. Okay. There are 2 enemy armies in our garrisons, or in our area, so I'm going to close my borders to red. Listen, not that we're not the best of friends, but you need to get the hell out of my country. Wait. What is the wording of that? No enemy armies. I wonder if Red would just like to be allies, or would like to have peace. They do not like peace. Maybe we can make them like peace. How would you feel about peace and some titanium? Some dust, maybe? Yeah, sure. How would you feel about peace and some dust? 612 dust would buy us an awful lot of favor. Let's bring that down a little bit. How about 50? No? 100? Okay. We're just going to scale this number down. So as you can see, each term that I put into the deal has a cost in influence. Alright. So that wasn't that much dust. And now we'll be able to establish trade routes with them. So honestly, we'll probably make up the difference almost immediately. That trick won't work with green, because again, the necrophages can never be more than higher than Cold War with anybody. So I think what we're going to do is watch his little army, and if it doesn't make serious moves toward clearing out in this next turn, we're just going to kill them, and if he doesn't like it, then oh well, because we're probably declaring war on him anyway. While we're at this, I wonder if we could get peace going with someone else. Oh, they are straight in favor. They like this idea. They would gladly trade us 1 palladium on top of it looks like. They have any cool stuff that we want? Any cool technology? Not really. That's a cool technology, but it's also going to be expensive. Let's see how expensive. It's certainly something I'd like to know. Yeah, we got all this dust. What else is it for? So it looks like it is going to require a lot of our dust, though. Well, this is why we made all of it. So 45 influence, 383 dust, but look at the building that we're getting in exchange. That is a crazy good building. Alright. Guess what? I have a thing for both of my cities to build. Alright, it's going to take 3 turns here. Only 1 turn in Mandara, of course, because, you know, level 2 industrial megapole. Alright, so we've made some friends. Now we just need to make sure that this isn't in our capital at the end of the next turn. We're going to stay right here until it leaves. Oh, we don't have a research active. Good call, game. So you can see that research, that tech that we bought is from this era. That was significant, us getting a hold of that. Well, we only have access to 1 of the new resources, but we want to make sure we stockpile it as quickly as possible so we can start making even better weapons and armor out of it. Is he going to leave? Not only is he not going to leave, but another army has shown up. Oh wait, he is kind of moving in the direction of leaving. Yeah. Oh, look, we're all friends, man. Pity me all you want. My city, Costrian, has been the target of the infiltration action Decreased Population. Alright. So, Pink has spies. They have killed one of the citizens in Costrian. This is very annoying. You would not get this screen if we hadn't gotten the partially wounded result. As a result of the high security in our city, their spy got caught doing his thing. So now we know that Pink is being an asshole. So we have a couple of options. We can do this thing. If we click this button, the city guard will round up all of the suspicious people in the city. But it will dramatically reduce the city's production for several turns, while, you know, all the people who should be working are instead being rounded up by the police. That said, I really don't want that guy in my city. And the longer you let a spy... Yeah, we're doing it. The longer you let a spy sit in your city, the better he becomes at disrupting the city's actions. Alright. You're dead, obviously. This could be a problem. Armies have limited action points. You can only attack once per turn. So we will not be able to attack the Necrophage army after we do this. So I have to hope that they don't count as an enemy army. Where are the flags? The flags are here and here, so I don't want to have anybody standing here, but I do want people to be standing in forests. This will probably be good enough. Everybody wants to attack a whole bunch of different targets. Guys, focus. Focus up. We could auto-resolve all our battles, by the way. You don't actually have to manually resolve things. And in a case like this, an auto-resolve would probably have been perfectly reasonable. I didn't do it for 2 reasons. Number 1, I kind of like playing Commander. And number 2, I didn't think that it would be particularly valuable for the Let's Play. get him? Ah, that's a shame that our hero had to throw an attack in there. Alright, our Tene Walker will distract that guy. Our hero will attack the not injured enemy for some reason. You guys are killing me with this split targeting. Focus. Focus your DPS. Whatever. There's enough arrows on that guy that I'm sure he'll die. But it is very annoying that the game chooses to split targets like that all the time. You know, it's not that hard to make the correct strategic decisions. They're not, like, mystical. And we are actually going to take a melee attack here. That's unfortunate. A small amount of damage on our guardians. On our walkers, rather. Alright. So we do not have the ability to attack here. You can see our action point is gone. So let's just hope that that guy doesn't count as an enemy army, and that Post and Lintel does in fact get completed. Yeah. New districts getting completed, getting upgraded. Post and Lintel did not complete. Try again, they say. That's annoying. We are going to have to close our borders to green. They don't like it when you do that. I like to try not to provoke them. But, again, I suppose it doesn't matter if we provoke this guy, considering that we are definitely going to war with him after we get this this quest cleaned up. Alright, you. Borders closed. Go home. We are full up on horrifying bugmen. Get out of here. Perhaps we should use this time to build a second army to accompany our hero into battle. Might be wise. Let's have a look at our trade routes real quick. So, not as much as I was hoping, and in fact we ended up not having any trade routes running into Red's territory at all because trade routes into Blue's territory were more valuable. Unlike in Civilization and in a lot of other 4Xs, you do not have to fiddle with your trade routes at all. They will always go to wherever is the highest output. Your trade routes are not represented by units. They cannot be disrupted. They cannot be pillaged or anything. You just build the right-of-way building, and then trade happens, and you don't have to think about it. In a sense, that's nice. In a sense, it's also kind of a bummer that it doesn't allow you to disrupt other people's trade. Oh, we can turn our die booster on again. Look at that, plus 26. It's very nice to have an actual income of good luxuries. Alright, well, I think we're going to call it here for this episode. Join us next time when we try once again to complete Post and Lintel, and then probably we obliterate green. I think, honestly, that may be what Red is trying to do right now. What does Blood Crystal do? Plus 25% attack. So let's go ahead and research the extractor for that, and I'll see you next time.